What episode are we on?
13.
13?
Baker's dozen.
Start streaming?
So, I mean, since this is episode
13 on Labor Day.
Is it like buildings where you say it's actually episode 14 because people are superstitious of the number 13?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was the Brewers Day.
See, actually, if you count on YouTube, this is only episode 12, so.
Hey, Josh, let me see your glass.
Wait a minute. I've got a special
You're
treat.
jumping in line?
That's what the bag was in your face for.
In my face.
So-
I have to wait.
So last week, we had a rep drop off a sample to get reviewed. Well, another rep heard about it and got jealous. So he dropped off a couple, and it was literally a drive-by drop-off. He pulled into the driveway while I was taking trash out. He's like, here. And he said, I want you to review this, and then tell me how much, or tell me how much you like.
Is this our local brews and local crews?
No, because this is from a rep, so.
This is from Charlotte?
So quite literally it can't be, but it is.
Yeah. So we wanted to review. I feel like we need to.
I thought you said Gordon Fleisch, and then I was like, yeah, I told you to get Green Flash. You know.
So
It doesn't get much better than the Flash Gordon themed beer.
I think we should get like the theme song rocking
Yeah,
as background music while we're doing this.
like Ted.
Oh man, that's a license and a half to pay for right there.
I know, right? So we'll just pretend like we're all humming it along or something.
Oh yeah, we're
Queen did that, right?
Yeah.
Totally Freddie Mercury all over that one.
All right, so
The
I don't know why I'm
of the
next
universe.
than Nick's because
Hey,
Nick,
quit messing with the chat room. He's dumping beer on you guys. You should say something to get in his face about it.
All right, so real quick, this is the Flash Gordon. Look at the play on the Gordon words. So this is from 26 Acres out of Concord. And this is the imperial version of the stout. Or not stout, the ale. He actually dropped off the imperial and the non-imperial. I think the non-imperial is the logo is the exact same, only it's not as colorful. This is obviously the pumpkin ale, and it is 10%. Now, if we like it, it's not cheap. I just got, before we went to air, I just got the price on it per case for us.
It's mellow on the nose.
So,
It's like a spiced autumn. Is it a spiced autumn? Like it smells like it.
so this would be $5.25 a can.
Oh, it's imperial pumpkin. Thank you. I didn't hear
All right, so this would be $5.25 a can if we like it.
Busy yelling.
I told him if we didn't like it, we weren't buying a case. So it's all up to our tasting right now.
It's imperial.
It's imperial.
It is.
Yeah.
Definitely. It is.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I kind of tingled all over when that's it.
Remember when you first tried pumpkin?
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
And you were like, man, that's good stuff.
So this is definitely pumpkin.
Spice on the nose, over the top. You know, I knew this was a spiced ale. I think it's definitely more of an autumn spice than truly a piece of pumpkin pie.
There's
That's
a
what I'm getting.
bitterness there that is not from hops.
Yeah.
You know,
Now I'm getting the spice
Yeah, sorry.
and the pumpkin. And just freaking smack your own face.
I'm kidding.
Man, that's some strong imperial ale.
Yeah,
It's
that's,
got Nick
I don't
already
feel
smacked
it
himself
either.
in the face.
this stuff's no joke. I don't care if it's spicy. I think there's something about the spice blend. It's not bad. It's just not me.
So they got the on the back they say it's more malty than hoppy.
Absolutely.
Body is closer to full body. Color is closer to dark from light, and taste is all the way to young. Yeah, I think we probably won't be buying the imperial as far as
The spice on the nose is pretty. Well, you know, it's there. It's there all throughout. It's kind of a not quite. What's the other thing? That's cinnamon. It's kind of cinnamon. Nutmeggy. Yes, very nutmeggy.
That I guess it might be too much nutmeg because I'm getting that bitter on the back end. And
Yeah, it's And so that goes with like a
It's like
tannin
numbing
bite.
it bitter.
I think I'd like hops next to that with like a little more anise if we were really gonna do it.
Yeah, you can never put too much anise in it.
I'm waiting. I'm gonna try the non-imperial and see how it comes
I,
out.
I would like to try the
I'm wondering if just the
You know, we
The
tasted
shot of-
some 26 earlier, and
Did we have
maybe
problem
maybe
with
not
that?
on the episode. I think just another time he dropped one on us, and we kind of thought they tasted young, but this doesn't have that young taste. This is a little. This is definitely a little bigger, a little aged, a little older beer.
I'm wondering if it being the imperial is what's making me not like this.
that's what I'm wondering too.
Uh,
After the episode, we'll
10%.
crack up the other one.
10%. It's pretty boozy, but you know maybe that's why that nutmeg, the spice, is really in there.
And knowing what your beer was, I kind of wanted to insist on having this one first, just because that one's going to be heavier.
It's probably a decent idea. We got some
Just so you know,
palate
Rob did peek at Nick's beers, so it's not a surprise.
Rob's a peeker, guys.
Well, it's what he's got it in. You know, it's not like you can't see it.
In Rob's defense, Nick didn't really cover it up that much.
I put it in a koozie and had my sunglass case over it.
Yeah. Well, when you're stocking the shelves, you kind of realize what the bottles are.
Oh, sorry about that, boss.
So.
Somebody's got to do
At the
something.
price of this case, I'm going to have to say no. I'm sorry. I will do a special order if anybody's watching wants to buy a whole case, and you'll get 10% discount off of it. But I'm going to pass on this one for the shelves. We may see the regular one on the shelf. That's a much more reasonable price point, and it's also a 16-ounce can. I think it's in the 7% ABV range. So we'll find out. We'll try it after the episode and see what it is. But yeah, I think unfortunately 26 Acres and my rep, who I can't name names, we're going to pass on this one for the shop this year.
I enjoyed it, though. I will say I'm glad I got to try it. It was good. I just don't think I understand what Rob's saying.
I mean, $5.25 retail is a can.
I'm glad I got to try it. I'm not going to miss it not being on the shelf. But I'll be, totally.
And
it was hard for me to finish that one.
in my opinion, we have some much better pumpkin
Is that
and
it?
fall.
The thing,
beers.
I'm never gonna waste beer, but there are moments where it's like I'm
You know
not
those guys,
enjoying
those
it.
guys who really like Scotch ales
You know, I didn't even ask.
might like that.
What are you guys drinking on your palate cleansers tonight?
Oh yeah, I'm Bell's Amber.
Oh, okay.
Victory.
I can see that being a very good neutral palate cleanser.
I thought
The
I
Victory Sour Monkey.
I want to smack. You give me all this hell all the time if I pull a sour for a palate cleanser, and then you go and pick the Victory Sour Monkey.
I tried one of those this weekend. Those are very
They're
good.
very good.
I split it with my friend. I'm not a huge sour fan. He's a hipster from the big city, Raleigh.
Yeah, well, you know,
I hope he's watching too and heard that.
I've been like subject to a lot of do as I say, not as I do growing up, so.
Ooh, hey, that one has a belch factor. of
What do you think?
5.2.
What was that? That
5.2 out of 7?
Yeah.
Alright.
That's like a decent new mattress earthquake there. So,
Seven. Who does any ratings out of 7?
Me?
he just arbitrarily makes up the top end. Wait till he takes statistics and realizes that's impossible.
So yeah, Sour Monkey, a 9% ABV sour,
Yeah.
a triple, and he's going to give me a hard time about me drinking sour.
I just took a nice sip from my Bell's Amber.
No, I will
And
say
I
this
feel like
is,
my palate has been somewhat refreshed.
I'm very pleased with mine.
I think another sip is going to help after that
This-
pumpkin.
this is
it
a-
was an Imperial.
Crystal Weizenbach.
Mm.
Oh, Crystal Weissen.
No, I hesitate to say that it's modest by pricing, but by no means is
What's up,
that a
Dragon
modest
Master?
beer. Don't let that golden color fool you. That's like a 7.4, is it? Or something?
Somewhere in that range, yeah.
Yeah, those Weizenbachs and the Vitas, I think is like 7.7 or something. Those things pack a punch. There are basically doable. Hey, we got some.
That's
we
Dragon
got
Master.
some Dragon Master there. Good job, DM. Those are wonderful pictorials. I'm sure everybody's enjoying.
All right, Nick. Wait a minute. Josh, because you know what Nick's is your beer lighter or darker, and should we do yours first?
We should probably do mine first.
All right, sounds good. Listen, guys, my beer's not getting any younger. Oh God, should I call Uber now?
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know,
Oh, Rob's done for.
those of you that don't know, we just drank an Imperial Pumpkin Ale. We're drinking an Imperial New England style IPA.
Oh yeah, Innocent Eyes.
And then we're gonna
Nick,
just
go
gonna
to
pull
that
that
comment.
A
secret,
huge.
yeah. Let Josh get the spotlight on this one.
Yeah, Nick, that comment is all yours. By the way, so this is the Innocent Eyes from Southern
Yes.
Pines.
Vitus, VITUS.
Unfiltered, unfiltered New England style
And
IPA.
I'm sorry, but we are closed.
Our ABV is 8.4 on this one. I didn't know that when I picked it.
It says Imperial New England IPA right on the can.
Oh, that's not the side of the can I was looking at. I was looking at that side.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at the side that doesn't say it.
You locked. Oh God,
I
these
did.
ladies. These.
I did. I know exactly. They're from the beach.
We cut the sign off,
I
right?
did.
Ooh. Nick,
They're gonna
I need your
won't
bliss.
stop. They won't stop. Did you guys ever watch Vatican?
Yes.
Oh
I
my
feel
god.
like my hat's off right now.
Dragon Master, too much right now.
Dragon Master, yes, fetus. No, Vetus. I
VITUS.
can't do this. I can't.
Maybe that
Dragon Master's
5.2
question
might be
is
raised to
spelling. I'm gonna go
5.6.
ahead and put chat out there right now.
Although there's some
0456.
Weizenbach in that.
Self-defeatus. Yes, time for self-defeatus. Yeah.
Okay. Southern Pines,
Good
Innocent
pun.
Eyes.
Well
So
done.
that is a nose.
Imperial IPA, New England IPA. 16 ounce can,
Wow.
$5.75. That's not the Innocent Eyes.
Okay,
So-
I was like, what? What?
Nick, how
That
much,
was surprising the
how much
crap out
how
of
much did you have between 3 and 5, dude?
Oh my god.
Not enough to put up
So-
with you guys. Between
so,
DM
This is
DM over her.
this is 16 ounce, again, $5.75. It's a little pricey. I'm finding that a lot of the Imperials are now coming in pricier.
Because hops are super expensive right now.
So,
Really, do you think that's part of the push with the whole New England hazy?
I know.
Not
I
so
heard when that the big guys had a
Pelletized.
lot of the good hops. So now all the
Well,
craft
you're getting
brewers are
called
having
out.
to source like.
probably,
You are
it's
in trouble.
probably the ladies in the truck
You
in the
are
parking lot.
In trouble.
They're probably calling to see why we aren't opening the door for
For
them.
anyone who's curious, if they can get vanilla cream and an antipasto tray right now, the office is closed.
Yes, we close at 5 on Labor. However, next Labor Day we will be open until 8.
You
It's
live
just-
living and learning.
It's a holiday thing. It's cool.
All right, so
Sorry for
back to the
the-
beer. Back to the beer.
It's pricey, but it's Southern Pines, and they tend to do a really good job. That is a lot. Woo!
So this is
Definitely hazy. Did
That's
you guys?
good.
Oh, double back.
Woo!
this has a little sweetness on the nose.
It does, and it has a little bit of sweetness on the palate too.
Almost like
it's pretty.
an orange on the nose.
Did you guys get the creaminess though?
Yeah, it's creamy. It's fruity. I was not ready for
You know,
this.
Southern Pines, if I recall, David, we're very much into the English
Mhm.
yeast and English hops, English malts. They're, they're by the golf course, Southern Pines. So, the golf
Did
course.
we discuss this one the other night?
I
No.
think maybe there's some
Not-
private
not
chat.
me. I think
Not,
Him and
not online or anything like that. That amongst friends, between you, me, and this pickup truck tailgate. Yeah.
so. I'm sorry, Josh. There have been nights that Nick and I have sat in the lobby of the office
I
after
gave away.
hours
Gave away.
and just shot the breeze over some beers.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine.
It's
You're
probably
more than welcome to come up and join
3
us.
dozen
But you
beers.
know, you
It's
have a bedtime, so
Yeah.
I do have a bedtime.
he's the oldest 25-year-old I know.
I'm not 25.
Now, Rob, you just ruined me. I told my family I had a girlfriend. I wondered where I was.
Well, you don't have a boyfriend. Don't worry about that. Or at least it's not this guy.
Rob's not against that. He's just
Okay? Yeah.
um,
Not a knock against the LGBT.
And by the way, I'm
It's
28. I'm
not-
28. I'm not
yes.
25.
28. 28. That'd be good.
Too late.
All right, so
What do you think? Sometimes
Creaminess?
innocent eyes is. Do we have an appropriate audience for this?
creaminess, more orange on the palate, like in the nose. Maybe a little coriander, and it's not very hoppy.
But the hilarious thing is that it's extremely hoppy, but all the hops they've chosen, and because it's not just bittering hops, they put them in later on in the
All right, I'll take that back. I mean, normally I'm associating hoppy with bitterness. So it's not very bitter.
But you're getting all those weird oils, man. It smells like fresh fruit pulp.
Yeah. A lot of orange rind, but like the real outside
Ooh,
part,
okay.
fibrous.
So I've got the creaminess here.
But the creamy orange.
This New England IPA was brewed with oats,
Mhm.
lactose, wheat, and barley.
All three big, the big 3 hazers.
Yep, and then lactose.
Lactose for the little bit of sweetness, because lactose isn't terribly sweet, but it's just sweet enough.
But it's definitely going to give that creaminess too.
Yeah, because it's not fermentable. And then oats will give you that starch.
Oats helps with the haze and starches out, gives you a nice fiber, as well as with the wheat backbone. That's going to help that biscuity rounded edge and
Is it?
color. The wheat's going to help that light color.
Once you read all that, now you understand why it's almost a $6 beer. Because
The barley, it's definitely a barley
malt.
malt for sure. They're not. This is not like an alt IPA or whatever.
It's
You know,
also double dry hopped with Amarillo, Citra, Idaho 7, Mosaic, Simcoe, and Vic Secret.
so they tuck some hops in there, guys.
Yeah, and
I mean,
but
you
I'm
guys
not
are
getting
talking
bitter.
about this dryness, and don't forget, this is a double banger. This is a double IPA or an imperial.
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 But it's 8.4.
I'm literally just picturing a brewer on top of like the fermenter just dumping buckets of like whole cone hops in at this point.
No, it's IBU's only
Definitely
35,
very
so
weedy
it's
hop.
105?
35.
See, that's the crazy thing. It's like they didn't boil the hops in there, so it's not going to end up bitter, but you end up with a whole lot of hoppy flavor just
So-
from dry hopping.
Just by the also the imperial factor.
That was
let's
a
not forget the
3.7
bitterness.
on the belch factor there.
3.7?
The
3.7
bitterness
that's 6.
of the alcohol alone, you know. So you get into 8 point something percenter. You know, Imperials have a natural bitterness to them that's just beyond the hopping.
Yeah, this is a really solid beer.
I think I'm okay with this one. This one is striking because I'm getting to where I'm liking IPAs. I'm not to the point where I like the super hoppy ones.
Yeah, but the New Englands are definitely a way to
This
go.
is very approachable
For
to me.
someone, for someone who wants to newly approach IPAs, I think New England's are a great way. I'm a West Coast hop lover. Rob's kicking himself.
Yeah, because I'm looking out the windows, I'm watching cars pull in the parking lot, get ready to pull out of the parking lot. Yeah, next year we're open till 8,
And Matt, you'll be working.
and Matt, you'll be working. So yeah, liking this beer.
Yeah, this is a really solid beer.
This is one that the guy who like only drinks New England IPAs and he wants to give one to his West Coast IPA friend. This is probably a good one. This has some bite. It's big. I think we laugh at an imperial being I think we just lost Rob from the tasting. What's gonna happen?
Rob, do we need to close the blinds?
No, I'm just watching numbers.
Oh my god.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. We are closed. There's a reason we're closed.
Pardon the interruption. PTI.
PTI.
Phil, here is one of the quips.
Can we say that without paying ESPN?
A live stage.
Yeah, I totally heard pardon the intrusion.
Is it? Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay. 8.4. Innocent Eyes. We'll come back to it.
Yeah, it's 8.4 out of 12.
One thing Southern Pines I'm gonna mention, their can artwork is fairly impressive.
If you've never been to the
I thought this was
brewery,
a cool label.
if you've never been to the brewery,
I'm a label now.
it's a really cool brewery. It's a laid back spot. It's nothing flashy, but everyone that was up there when I went up there, the one time I was
I see
there,
what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
it was really cool when we went up there.
Bill's Amber, nice palate cleanser. It's got a dryness beyond just the bitterness. That's real nice. If you're doing like a bacon Swiss burger out to eat and they have Bell's Amber on tap, it's a good way to go. Rob's always got bottles of Bell's here. Oh yeah. Whew, just tasty.
Goes the phone.
If you can hear the phone ringing, hang up.
Okay, Nick, your turn. Let's take me out of my malaise.
Well, Rob, it's no secret at this point that we work in a coffee shop.
As Nick throws trash
We
on
got
the
the
floor.
underground mountain here. This is for Founders.
Okay, so this is the first Founders we've had on the shelf in a long time. Little my fault. Little just keep forgetting about Founders. I don't know why, because Founders is solid.
Like Bell's. Like good, solid Michigan beer. Like,
Yeah.
These are these are big Michigan beers. Now you get my palate cleanser, you get the whole, it's autumn. Nobody knows autumn
I think
quite
that's
like Michigan.
I think that's why I've been unintentionally neglecting Founders, is because we're so into Bell's here.
Bell's loves us. We love Bell's, but I can feel the push on us from Founders. The
I want you to
breakfast,
keep reminding me on
Canadian
Founders, because,
breakfast
yeah,
stout.
there's-
Remember?
You need to that needs to be part of your thing.
You gotta
Remind me
remember
on-
We
Bell's-
did all day
Founders.
IPA.
We did the all day IPA.
Bell's and Founders are two of those breweries that do not make bad beer. They've never made bad beer. They won't make bad beer.
And like Bell's, Founders does allocate their certain special brews.
Well, I mean, you get the Kentucky breakfast, you get the
KBS.
Canadian breakfast.
CBS, yeah.
Dragon Master, how's the Capri Sun?
Not to be confused with the Capri from Southern Pines,
Which is another really good beer.
which we're always sold out of if you like.
So I'm gonna
right.
let them get a close look.
Whoa.
There's actual barrel aged stamping on here.
That gives me shivers when I smell
So this is
This is what I was going for with this
yeah.
choice.
Why don't you read the ABV on this one?
Yeah, it's funny. I didn't look. It does say 11.9, and it's stamped on in this really weird way.
Yeah.
So they like stamped, bottled on. So the ABV is stamped next to the bottling date. So my guess is they didn't know the real ABV until they pull it from the barrels and actually bottle it. So each bottling session has its own
That's
ABV,
because
and the state of Michigan said, well, you can't print that in ink on your label, so you're gonna have to stamp it.
And I could swear that I had one of these the other day that was only 10.9.
This one's 11.9. So
I know.
are you telling me different bottles from different bottling
We'll
dates
have to-
have
we'll
different
have
from different
percentages?
barrels.
I gotta check the one in
We'll
the
have,
fridge.
we'll have to look.
Well, see, the thing is, like, what people don't realize about bourbon production is that each barrel ends up in a different ABV.
So you're saying literally some of the booze from the Devil's Cut comes out of the wood during the beer aging cycle.
Is it the Devil's Cut? No, the Angel's Cut's what evaporates. The Devil's Cut's what goes in the
Yeah,
barrel.
right.
That's right.
Now, I will tell you, man, it's like
Some people used to call it the grain.
Oh, you of all people, Nick, know how much I do love bourbon.
Well, I'm going to tell you,
Would you?
on the nose, on the nose,
It's bourbon.
It's bourbon.
Kentucky Derby
Ooh,
Berry.
that is deliciously. That's vanilla. That's American oak right there. That is vanilla. That's
This is
chocolate.
autumn in Southern Ohio, man.
I'm going to tell you, I had one of these last week because we got
I'm
it.
ready to get an Advent pork chuck of pumpkin.
And
Chill coffee.
I had one of these to finish the night, and let me tell you, the next day I woke up and I needed to have some big fatty pieces of bacon and
I thought you were
scrambled
going to say
eggs,
you were
and
going to have another one just to make everything go away.
may have had some Pepto involved.
Founders, I'm gonna give you guys a little shout out here. I'm not a huge stout guy. I love the West Coast IPAs. I love that. I mentioned your all day IPA, but this is why stouts remain relevant.
Is this
to
a
me.
stout?
You aged it out. You made a coffee. Oh, it's actually a brown. Like,
What
you
did I
guys,
say?
this is a brown ale. This is why brown ale stays relevant. Thank you, Josh. I'm going to continue with my speech because this is just freaking incredible.
On just a slight side note,
This is a brown.
we have a
Imperial
Bell's
Brown
Brown
aged
Ale
in
on our wine
Sumatra.
tasting on Wednesday night. Both of them are excellent. Now the Bell's is not an imperial, but
It's a brown ale brewed with Sumatra coffee aged in bourbon barrel. So it's just
You can taste the coffee.
I was
clearly.
just ready to
it's a
say yeah.
harmonious drinking
I
experience.
was
Won't
going
get
to
cheated
I was
with
going to
Imperial
describe
Brown Ale.
You
coffee.
get the
before
cold,
I even-
but you
before
get
told
the
me.
cold brew coffee taste.
It's
right
a
there,
1
too.
year aging
It-
in
it
caves.
tastes like the beer.
In caves below Grand Rapids.
So it's properly cellar conditioned.
Yeah.
It was a
bourbon
true
barrels.
coffee
I forget
Cellar beer.
what's the price point on this?
underground mountain, is what they called it. I got bad news for you. That's why I was throwing the cap
Yeah.
away.
Hey, you know what?
$4.75. It's not that bad.
$4.75.
For a bourbon
this-
barrel age, that's
This
actually-
is a ridiculous beer.
Yeah, this I'm going to say is probably the best beer of the night, compared, especially the price point.
I love how the coffee bean comes crawling out of the barrel. Like, the barrel is not overriding the coffee bean. Almost, if you guys Kona coffee fans, whiskey, bourbon coffee, Kentucky coffee.
Nope.
Kentucky coffee's when you do it chicory, by the way. Because there's a Kentucky coffee tree, but don't eat that. That's black locust.
I'll tell you right now, this gets a 9 out of 9 for me.
This is
I
a
thought it was
brown
gonna be
ale,
a 9
guys.
out of 7.3.
I always
No,
thought
no, no.
brown ale was the ideal movie.
It gets a rare perfect score.
You know, you
This
want a
one-
beer that's gonna get you through a movie. It's sweet. It's like candy, but it's
Look at the color of it. It's so light.
you're gonna sit with it a while. It's,
You're definitely going to sit with this a while. You're going to sit this. I'm having a hard time drinking this portion quickly.
Yeah,
You're going to sip this like a glass of bourbon. On the rocks.
it's definitely got a little bourbon feel to it. For me,
Yeah.
that's exciting. I feel
So
campfire.
did we just
I
say
get
like
a-
the special
I get a
edition
lot
of
of
the What Are You Drinking Now podcast for Labor Day? It's like, oh, and how quick will it take the guys to get drunk?
I'm actually
Pretty much.
I'm actually surprised that
Step one.
yeah, we haven't hit the wine yet. I'm actually
Only
surprised.
one guy came directly from work.
But guess which guy has had nothing to eat today?
Yeah,
So
I did plow some food.
I-
So
Smell on the floor.
I'm actually surprised that this beer does not come with a label that we have to only sell it in ABC stores in North Carolina.
It's only 11.9.
Yeah, 15 is the cutoff.
Yeah.
I know, but man, this has got bourbon in it. This has got
Josh and I used to smell some, sell some.
See, what the hilarious thing
Started
is,
work.
Rob, if it was over 15, you just wouldn't find it in North Carolina. 'Cause
We
the
used
liquor
to sell
stores-
some 14.9.
Liquor stores aren't legally allowed to sell beer.
Well, I understand that. I'm just saying.
Think about
this
it.
is-
If you sell 14.9 wine that's made and bottled in North Carolina and it's labeled, that could technically be up to about
15.4.
yeah.
Okay,
You're at a half
so just bring it back to this beer. This guy, if you like bourbon, if you like beer,
It's a better choice than Four Loko.
you're going to like this bourbon barrel aged beer. This sucker is good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no,
You guys-
I really like this. If you
Wouldn't
like
that
just
not
what's
be
good
funny
about
to
beer,
go out
you've been
with those
looking for a
people
flavored
and
ale, that you can drink with friends and brag about it and be like, I like beer. Here's a flavored, and it's an ale. It's a brown ale. Here's a flavored ale that you can take out and bring to a party, pour for a few people, and you're gonna have success.
Yeah, I think actually this is something that you can pour a half a bottle between two people and be good for.
We just poured one for 3, and I'm telling you.
And yeah.
It would take me a while to get through a whole bottle.
Yeah, if you're not a professional beer drinker, you don't want to slam a bottle.
Well, at the end of that,
even if you are a professional beer drinker, you
you
get
get a little popcorn, like the caramel corn.
Yeah, caramel, vanilla. Yeah.
Oh my
God,
that would be
popcorn.
Right there at the end. Not at the end of each taste, but like at the end of the glass, right
Yeah.
there.
The butter toffee flavor.
Yeah, Josh nailed it.
Oh, yeah.
A little peanut brittle, but not quite.
I don't know, how did that happen at the end of the glass?
It makes sense.
Oxidation.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're below the alcohol level at that point. You're inundated. So
That was really good.
That is a sophisticated, delicious drink right there.
So,
it's got layers like an onion.
I think
we need
founders
to
is
cleanse
trying
palate
to tell
because-
people to take another look at their, the bourbon stout, the KB stout.
I tell you right now,
Yeah.
Founders has got nothing to prove because they've proven it already.
There's nothing to
Founders
prove,
are all-
but getting people to take another look is like a whole nother thing.
underground mountain.
We might have to do an episode of Michigan GR. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so
Go through New Holland.
clear your palate because I have nothing.
I feel like I gotta clear my bladder.
I picked
This
a-
is getting ridiculous.
I picked a white wine and it is not going to stand up to that last beer. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah. Well, I did bring a nice amber ale from Michigan. Josh, what do you got for a palate cleanser?
The Sour Monkey,
Remember?
which actually works in my favor right now since we're going to wine
Straight
because it's
from
going
steel
to
country.
make my palate more akin to.
You realize that?
So that's a beer brewed
Vic-
with bread, huh?
Yes.
Victory's.
Brew-
I call it my trifecta of breweries. Victory, Founders, and Bell's cannot make any bad beer.
Victory, for those who don't know, is Downingtown, PA. It's Philadelphia area. It's kind of a
Also-
Bucks County legend.
Absolutely,
Also-
absolutely, Dragon Master. Like an
Some-
ogre, it has layers.
Some people that don't know, Victory and
Well,
Southern
that's
Tier,
They really know what I
Victory and
said.
Southern Tier have a joint brewery in Charlotte.
They do.
No,
they
what's that
merge.
called?
Victory
Soda.
Southern.
Victory Southern Tier. No, it's
It's
both of
Sorry,
their.
Technically,
bad
two
joke.
faces of the same brewery.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Yeah, we put a draft system in one, I think.
yeah. You can see it from the train. I mean,
That's what I heard.
I
So that's
watched-
how Crafty stays afloat.
I watched it
I
from
don't
the
know.
train like 5 or
Here.
6 times, going, I want to go there. I want to go, and the train kept going. So didn't get to go there.
I've said too much.
That's all right. You didn't get to get oysters this weekend either.
I did get oysters last Tuesday.
So did I.
I went by myself to get
Monday,
oysters.
next
Last
Monday, we're going to get oysters.
Yeah, today is
Last week,
Monday.
Rob.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? They've changed it a little bit. Oh, they're still doing the 75-cent oysters,
You guys,
But
you
they're
guys
also
ruined
doing-
the menu. You ruined the special.
but they're also doing $26 all you can eat oysters. So
You
basically,
fixed the menu.
basically,
That's way
So
better.
you telling me I spent $24 on oysters last time?
basically, if you get 3
So
dozen
all you have to
oysters,
do is
the
eat
26
another
all you can eat is
oyster,
worth
and
it.
it's worth it.
Yeah. Oh, I got $26 all you can eat oysters. I'm gonna be worthless.
That, at least I know what my cost is up front.
Well, yeah, but the other thing is, like, how virile will you be?
Anyway,
schedule something at least.
on to the wine. On to the wine. Okay, so
What's joy?
here's the wine. Here's the wine. We're going to move on to Versant Viognier.
No, I can't.
You guys got to
Pull it together.
pull it together. Pull it together.
Look, this guy's like working with David Spade. I feel like Christina Applegate right now.
This is the Versant Viognier out of
in a van down by the river. If this table breaks, that was not meant to happen.
Don't know.
This didn't come from props.
I don't know. Okay, so this is the Versant Viognier from Pie Doc. This is actually a real French Viognier, guys.
You picked a great night for a French vignette.
I do love vignette.
Well,
Should I post
hopefully,
up some spear points or
wow. Okay, so that last beer had the 8.7
Where's the pause?
belch factor.
That's an 8.7 and a 9, folks.
That's 8.7 out of 4.2.
Josh,
That's how good it was.
man.
Guys, all I gotta say is it's Labor Day. I don't know what these guys have been doing all day. I've been working.
I'm just trying to keep myself from living in a van down by the river.
Lord have mercy.
Yep. Look it up, Connor. Look it up.
Okay, so back to the wine. Back to the wine. We're getting long. We got to wrap this up soon.
It's the Labor Day special.
It is the Labor Day special, I
Very
guess.
special. Oh, wine? We have wine?
Dude. I can't control them, guys. I can't.
Ooh. You guys like a thank you for the glass, everyone. Thank you.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
Oh,
Oh, this smells delicious.
this looks great, by the way. Good choice, Rob.
Well, I wanted to go a little special, but yeah. Keep making-
Honestly, I think a red wine on an afternoon like this, early day, that's kind of pretentious. A nice white wine for a late fall afternoon.
I love,
Thank you.
I
This is
love
great
the
color.
Viognier grape. I love this grape.
Oh man, can I order chicken piccata?
Please
Where is that?
find where we can.
Yeah, not here.
Garcon.
Yeah, but you gotta do, did you pick out just wine?
Am I the only one who like instantly got hungry just by smelling vignette?
No, I've been hungry like all afternoon, waiting to go home and eat my
Oh,
two.
Rob, you should have texted me. I would have baked you a potato and brought it.
I
Instead,
have,
you baked us
I
Cleveland.
have burgers at home waiting.
I baked a single baked potato today. Man. You know what's depressing?
You know what it means.
Baking a single baked potato in the oven.
You know what I like bacon better than baking baked potatoes?
This is do they sell this in Cologne? Do they sell this wine just like as Cologne?
I don't know,
I think,
but I like baking sweet potatoes.
I mean, I know they
better than
sell this
baking
wine
just
in
baking
Cologne.
potatoes.
Okay, so you like
Like,
a
do they-
baked you like a baked sweet potato over a baked potato?
I want to spill
A
this
baked
on
baker
my
potato.
jacket when I go out.
He's just
Oh
a
my
river.
We
Like, just a little
We have officially lost control, and I blame Nick because he picked the founder.
You-
we are
14%
white
white
souls
wine.
at this point.
Yeah, that was before I knew you were doing freaking.
A 14% beer.
Yeah, and he was doing a freaking
8.5%.
I didn't know there was an extra beer.
Yeah, and then my rep dropped off a 10% beer for us.
This guy hates
it's not my
us.
fault.
This guy.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, we are lost souls.
I haven't even tried the wine yet. All I've done is smell it.
This smells fantastic.
It does. It really does. The nose
It's
on
like
it is
the
very.
perfect blend
this
of
is-
flowers
this is
and
a
grapes.
really
I was
good
gonna say very floral.
It's like a gardenia next to a white wine buffet.
This is everything I want from a
Like
vignette.
split grapes. Josh, you're the chef. Tell them what it is.
This is straight Viognier, by the way.
It's just, I mean, you get that little bit of
Do-
honeysuckle.
do
Not a
Viognier-
whole lot, just a
Does
hair.
Viognier have small seeds? Is that why it's just very...
Smaller grapes, not small seeds.
Yeah, Viognier is just teeny tiny grapes. Like, it's, they're delicate.
It's packed.
They like the flavor.
The small grapes, they're packed.
Off the line.
They get a bunch of acid.
Yes.
No, they got big seeds. They're small.
Big seeds and small grapes.
Don't go anywhere with this, guys. Don't go anywhere with
It's
this.
like that bad Christmas present.
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
So, very, very floral on the nose. I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying here.
This guy...
We are too. We are too.
Think
We
about
are-
the
we are
material
trying.
we give them to work with. Honestly, your comments are all we live on, people.
Yeah, that's true. And not yours, Dragon Master. We. Okay, Dragon Master's last statement probably is true.
Please call Yeah.
Y'all are drunk.
We
please
actually
call
called
me.
Matt a while ago, and he said it's a holiday.
So, yeah, we were getting surge pricing and we didn't like it. So, from Matt. So,
We've officially been trolled. He got us.
all right, here's the thing. The nose on this wine, just the floral and honeysuckle to me.
Yes.
The honeysuckle
Have you
really
guys ever
comes out.
had the
Like,
back
it
of
really
a
does
honeysuckle
come out.
blossom
And-
in season next to the sweet potato vine? There's something divine about it. I've heard people pick clover, pick dandelion,
So-
the honeysuckle blossom.
I'm going to tell you, the nose alone is worth the price of this wine. On the palate, this wine hits me with some acid. It hits me up front with the acid, but it carries to the back. It's not huge,
Yeah.
but it's almost got a slight creaminess to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, this to me is like your classic Viognier.
Do you guys get a little
the-
olive brine? Just kind of.
From time to time, it's not like a
Yeah,
constant
not like
taste,
a
but
steady.
like a fleeting.
Or like a
cut.
sweet pickle almost.
But here's the kicker on this wine.
The price point is so low compared to what I would actually
Yeah,
pay.
I was blown away at that. I just looked at that and
This
when I saw my
tastes
eyes
like
light
a-
up.
I would say
Oh,
$20.99 is what I would expect this wine to be sold for.
$12.
Office coming in under the budget.
If you're
It's
on
a
a
good
budget
wine.
looking for
This is-
good white wine, this is it. Now,
Also, here's another thing, Rob. I'm gonna point out party favor Nick. This is one of those bottles. It comes in like a Magnum shaped
it's
bottle,
it's a regular 750.
big punt.
Big punt.
And
Yeah.
it's a wide bottle. Almost looks like sparkling.
For
But
those of
break
you
this
who are
out.
wondering what a punt is, that's this area
You
underneath.
Do not have to pour your newbie guests a full glass of this stuff. You can pour 3-ounce glasses, spread it around a barbecue, just dump that bottle, and anybody who's just said yes has some vignette in their hand, and they're ready to eat steak, fish, chicken, mushrooms.
It is a good aperitif.
See, I'm going with grilled chicken.
And Dragon Master, yes, it does have a nose. That's a very important
I
thing.
actually, this Saturday I made a dish. It's a grilled bacon wrapped chicken remoulade, or not remoulade, blah blah blah.
Roulade?
Roulade.
There we go.
Why was I putting the M in there?
it's-
Because I had 3 imperial beers before this. That's why I was putting
Well,
the
no,
M.
you covered it with a remoulade.
No, I didn't cover it with the remoulade. I did a dry rub on bacon, but I had it has feta cheese in the center.
That sounds good.
Yeah, this would be perfect with that.
Dude, that sounds so good.
I'll make it for you sometime.
Oh, I still have yet to make paella for us.
That's right. And trust me, I'm holding you to it.
Oh no, it's coming.
And I'll do that. I'll do that roulade too. For those of you, roulade basically is just rolled. Do a bacon weave, smash the hell out of some chicken flat. Put the chicken on the bacon weave.
You don't have to do the bacon weave, but it's always better with bacon.
Let me tell you,
It's
this
always better with
recipe
bacon.
you want to do the bacon weave.
It's always
Because-
better with bacon.
And then you're going to put the feta cheese. Sometimes I'll put a couple asparagus sprigs in there, roll it up, grill it.
Live chat, guys.
Once you
Well
grill
done.
it, it's perfect. All right, guys. So this wine, Nick's finishing his. I'm really hip on this wine. I like it a lot.
It finishes with a nice, bright Granny Smith apple, which is really neat when you find a wine that finishes.
I find
fruit.
out with the acid.
A lot
it's
of
just kind of coming in right
Wines
at the
are
end.
fruit forward, but they don't talk about fruit finish. And Granny Smith, for those who aren't into totally like just all things apple, versus say a Honey Gold or what's that new one that everybody loves, the Honey Crisp. Honey Crisp is fruit forward. It's just all in your face, cotton candy up front, and then it just finishes with water.
Honeycrisp. That's probably my favorite apple of all time.
It's a great apple. So is a Jonah Gold. So is a even a Macintosh will get you just right. But and it's the bright Granny Smith, a really true bright Granny Smith, is going to get you with the peel.
You
It's
can
gonna
get
be like
less
citrus
rust
right off the
sometimes.
top, but then it's gonna have this nice dry pear finish, which just really leaves you with more bites of apple on your palate, which is ultimately when you're drinking wine, to be left with the taste, to want more of that wine is the taste that we want, right?
I want a shrimp scampi with this.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's
my.
garlic
Garlic
parmesan.
butter,
Yeah.
Dude, wouldn't that not be awesome?
So what are we doing after this?
Where can we find some freaking shrimp? Because that's it.
I mean,
Holy crap.
This is a shrimp one.
Power's about to
Yeah.
quit, so we're
And,
gonna
like,
buy
it
all
almost
the
doesn't
shrimp
even
in
matter
town.
what you do to the shrimp. It's just like
All right, that did it. I'm holy crap. That was exactly what that was point on the nose. Shrimp scampi with this wine. That's it. Yeah.
I was sitting there, I was tasting. It's like, oh man, it would be nice to have some garlicky, buttery, a little bit of salty goodness right now
Yep.
up in there. With that little bit of the umami that you get from the shrimp.
Huge good call there, Josh.
Every now and then I get it right.
All right, so let's
Coarse
work.
grind
Let's
of
work on
the
wrapping
parmesan.
this up. Back to reviewing the 26 acre Imperial Pumpkin Flash Gordon.
3.4 out of 7.
I'm going to give it personally a thumbs down. It for the price point, it didn't impress me.
Listen, guys, I'm sad that we can't host 26 beer right now. Yeah, price point hurts, this and that. I want to see this beer grow up a little bit. Constructive criticism moment. I gotta see it develop a little bit. Maybe just like richer malts or look into your yeast profile. I'm not saying your guys' yeast sucks or anything like that. Just look into that. Examine your hop profile. Get some age in this beer. It's just so young. It feels to me. I want to see it grow up. I want these guys to win. Seems like they got good ingredients.
I like local North Carolina stuff. I'm thinking they're pushing on the price point. That's my big neglect.
It's the
my
ingredients.
big
They gotta
negative.
get their distribution up, and they gotta get some regularity. And this, get some in the cellar, guys. Figure something out. We did a bourbon barrel aged beer tonight.
Well, we're getting ready to go on to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so both of you on the rating on the 26 acres. Flash
It's
Gordon
just a
Imperial?
straight 5. It was palatable. I drank it. It was good. I'd go see the brewery if I was in town.
It's just below half.
Yeah.
But
So I'm
So thumbs down on the Imperial.
I'm
I
not
really
gonna
wanna-
selfie myself at the brewery.
I would really like to try the non-Imperial version of it,
We'll
just
work on
to have that comparison.
So, yeah, like I said, if somebody out there really wants the Imperial, I'll special order it for them. It won't be on our shelves. Going back to Josh's pick, the Southern Pines Innocent Eyes, the Imperial New England Style IPA. I'm going to give this a thumbs up. I like it a lot.
Definitely a thumbs up for me too.
I'm going to give it 1.5 because I can't give it the same as our next beer. But but if it were in another tasting, I'd probably give it 2 thumbs up.
I think I know what Rob's looking for. I'd like them to bring out that hop profile a little bit more. Southern Pines. Your Southern Pines. Let's get a little more piney. Let's get those hops
Quite
out
possible.
there.
I'm not huge on the overly pine stuff, but
My
I
other
think
thought-
I would like it a little bit
My
more.
other thumb would be spinning if they just threw some
I'll tell you
hops
right
on it.
now, when I taste that beer, having worked at a brewery that no longer exists anymore, if somebody came into the brewery and we had this on tap and was like, well, what beer would you recommend? It'd probably be the first one to be like, you should probably try this.
Well, is it just some guy off the street who wants to rab you, or
If anybody's asked, like, well, what beer should I try, if they actually had the gall to ask that, it's like, well, you should try this.
So thumbs up, thumbs down.
Definitely thumbs up.
How many?
Yeah.
1.5, 2.
1.5.
Okay.
1.5.
just to answer Josh's question, I was a big fan of the Honeybee Racer. That was the one.
GB Honey?
Yeah. To clear things up, my vote on the Southern Pines. That's one of my favorite Southern Pines beers yet.
That's saying a lot because there's been a lot of good beers out there, but
A lot of people really like them. They're gaining popularity. I'm going to be a tough critic on Southern Pines. Your English styling is still holding me back. I'm feeling reluctant. The juiciness, the haziness. It's like you did everything New England in one beer. I want to see a West Coast IPA from you guys. I just want to see something crystal clear, whole cone hot. Just do it, guys. You know, your beer's good. Let's see it.
What's your rating on this one?
A 6 a 6 out of 10. Thumbs. It's waggling. The second thumb. It's like 730 on the second thumb.
Moving on to the last beer.
Yeah, the Founders.
Founders Underground Mountain.
2 thumbs up.
Dude.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Founders, you did it.
That's a home run. That's
Yeah.
a home run. That is an amazing beer.
$4.75, worth every penny.
Yeah, I mean the price point, the quality of the beer, you can't beat that. Like if you don't try it at least once,
Dude,
you got a problem.
The hand stamping on the bottle date with the ABV, that kind of blows our mind. It's something that's like champagne world.
So we're coming now to the Versant Viognier from Paddock.
Did you say Versace?
Versant.
'Cause
Le Versant,
It
actually.
tasted like
Le Versant.
it tasted like a Versace dress.
All right, so Le Versant Viognier Paddock.
Who's not smiling?
I'm giving it 2 thumbs up, especially considering the price point.
Who's half dead? I think it's me. Kind of picking on me.
So,
I
especially considering the price point, 2 thumbs up on this guy.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it 2 thumbs up as well. This is
I like
delicious
this wine.
wine.
Very floral on
I'd
the
bring this
nose.
home to mom. I'd bring this out to a barbecue. This can handle pork, chicken, seafood.
And considering Josh's suggestion of the
Shrimp
shrimp
scampi.
scampi,
All we can think about
I'd
is
even do
butter
some shirt with this. Yeah, a lean steak. Lean.
thumbs up, thumbs down,
Oh, total thumbs up. Double thumbs up.
double thumbs up.
This
Okay,
is a delicious wine.
this was a good
Bargain
episode. We
bin.
got 2 thumbs up on the Founders beer. We got 2 thumbs up on the Viognier wine. We got on the first one, and we got a thumb and a half on the Southern Pines. And like I said, the only reason I gave it a thumb and a half is because
The third beer was so
the
damn
third beer was so
good.
damn good.
I got a thumbs down on the line in the bathroom because I have a feeling like everybody here is going to be running there.
All right, so this was our Labor Day special.
Absolutely.
Super long.
Happy
And,
summer, everyone!
This was episode 13, so
Dragon Master, appreciate you hanging out.
Yeah.
have a good one, guys.